Hi, my name is Rebekah Erdman, and during my Humanities for the Public Good internship, I was partnered with the Office of the State Archaeologist, or OSA. OSA's mission is to develop, disseminate, and preserve knowledge of Iowa's human past through Midwestern and Plains archaeological research, scientific discovery, public stewardship, service, and education. The comparative collections maintained by the OSA are just one way they work to fulfill this mission. This summer, my project revolved around researching ways to update the online presence of one specific collection, the lithic raw material collection. Although many will be more familiar with shapestone objects, such as projectile points, knowing the source of a material used to create an object provides more evidence for archaeological research and analysis, and comparative collections are vital for this identification. Typically, however, comparative collections are only available in person and by experienced researchers, which means that the general public has very little opportunity to access them. That is why, although the original digitization of the OSA lithics collection was done many years ago, it was in many ways unprecedented. To my knowledge, and according to many of the people I've interviewed about the collection, this was the first such collection to be put online, thereby making it available to anyone with internet access. That was over a decade ago, and while it's still useful to many in the field, my partnership with the OSA means that the collection will get a much needed technical update to make it even more accessible to anyone with an interest in Iowa lithics. My first task was to become familiar with the collection and its related documentation, so I could write interview questions and discuss desires and needs with both researchers and community members. Armed with these questions, I interviewed 20 individuals and compiled responses into a matrix so trends could be clearly tracked. As I learned more from my interviewees, I investigated digital resources and formats and created another matrix of resource types, functions, and examples with recommendations of what would work best for the OSA collection. From my interviews, I also learned the importance of having a good data set. And as my interviews wrapped up, I shifted gears to work on an updated catalog for the collection that will make the future digital update much easier. And finally, because others will pick up where I leave off, I documented what I accomplished, what is left to do, and all that I had learned along the way. As a result of my internship, OSA now has the resources I created and a clear path forward to finish this project. Reflecting on the past 8 weeks, I also have some personal outcomes. I've gained skills in multiple computer programs I never would have encountered in my coursework, thought about public-facing projects through the lens of market research, and learned more about the University of Iowa campus and community. I've also learned about collections management and will be continuing to explore collections and curation as an interest and a potential career path. Finally, there are lessons I learned from many wonderful conversations with OSA staff that are more difficult to put into simple terms. And these include ideas about careers, expectations, balancing work and life, and being open to new opportunities. So thank you for this opportunity to share.